Good morning, grade 8. So for this week lesson, we are going to talk about perfect verb tenses, and we are now on our 6th week pre-recorded lesson and the last lesson for the second quarter. So there are three kinds of perfect tenses. First, we have the present perfect, the past perfect, and the future perfect. All right. So when we say perfect tenses, it is a verb that is used to refer to an action that is completed at a time of speaking or at a time spoken of. All right. So for this morning, we're going to differentiate present perfect from past perfect and from future perfect. So let's start with the present perfect tense. So it is, or rather it indicates or shows an action or event that began in the past and continues in the present. So the action here started in the past and is still continuing until now or at the present. Okay? And the structure is to form the perfect tense of the verb, combine the auxiliary verb has and have and the past participle of the verb. So you have to use has for singular subject and have for the plural subject, and you add the past participle of the verb or the V3. Okay? That is present perfect tense. Now let's study the examples below. So again, the structure is has or have plus the past participle of the verb. So like for example, John has started his homework. So here, has started indicates the present perfect tense of the verb. It means that the action happened in the past and until now, or rather it is still continuing until now. So John is doing his homework until now. So that is past or rather present perfect tense. Next we have they have fixed the broken window. So the action of fixing started in the past and still continuing at the present. So if you have seen the arrow, so here the activity started in the past and might continue to the present. That is present perfect tense. So here are some sets of examples. So first, I have played football a lot this week. So have played is the present perfect tense of the verb. It means that the action happened in the past or started in the past and still it is ongoing or still it is happening at the present. He is still playing football until now. Okay? Next. I have finished my homework. So the action of finished started in the past and might continuing at the present. Okay, next. He has written a letter to his uncle. It means that until now he is writing a letter for his uncle. Okay, so the action of written or the action of writing started in the past and still continuing at the present. Okay, next. Teacher Marie has taught English for 10 years. So until now, Teacher Marie is teaching English. Okay, so that is present perfect tense of the verb. And now let's go to the past perfect tense of the verb. So we have now the past perfect tense of the verb. So it indicates or shows an action or event happened before another action in the past. So it describes an action or rather a completed activity in the past and used to emphasize that an action was completed before another action took place. That is past perfect tense of the verb. And to form the past perfect tense of the verb, you have to combine rather the auxiliary verb had with the past participle of the verb. So it doesn't matter if your subject is singular or plural, you have to use had to indicate the past perfect tense of the verb. Okay? So let's have some examples. Now let's study some examples below. So again, the structure of past perfect tense, you have to use had plus the past participle of the verb. Okay? So we have John had started the music before I arrived. So here, had started indicates the past perfect tense. So John, or rather the action of starting is already completed before the action of arriving, and both actions happened in the past. Okay, next we have they had considered that option before signing the contract. So here we have two actions, had considered and signing the contract. So had considered, or rather the first activity, had considered, is already completed before another action took place, that is signing, and both actions happened in the past. So that is past perfect tense. And let's have some examples for you to understand well the past perfect tense. So first example we have, okay, I had played football before you came. So there are two actions. First is had played and the other one is came. So here the action of playing already completed before the action of coming. Alright? So both actions happen in the past or are already completed in the past. Next we have she had found her wallet before she entered the room. So had found and entered. Next we have before I arrived, Marco had left already. So had left and arrived. So the action of leaving already completed before the action of arriving. So that is past perfect. And also, I had placed the stuff outside when it rained. So had placed and rained. So that is past participle of the verb. And again, you have to use had or auxiliary verb had plus the past participle of the verb. And we have the future perfect tense. So here, it indicates an action will be completed before another action at some point in the future. So the action will be happening some point in the future. And the structure is combine will have or shall have plus the past participle of the verb, that is future perfect tense. Alright, so let's have the future perfect tense. Again, the future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will have been completed at some point in the future. So it is often used with time expression. So like for example, before 9 o'clock, by then, or tomorrow, the next morning, next year. Okay, so that is time expression. So we have here some examples. John will have gone by then. So will have gone. Next, I will have eaten before 9 o'clock. So at this time, the future activity will be completed. So that is in the future. So take note of the arrow. Okay, so again, the action will have been completed at some point in the future. That is future perfect tense. And here are some examples. First, I will have played football by the time you arrive. So will have played and another action is arrived. So will have played, or the actions of playing and arriving are not yet completed. It will be completed some point in the future. Next, I will have left by the time you read this book, or rather you read this. Okay, so will have left and read. Next, we have Marco will have taken about 5 examinations before he finishes this course. Also, we have, will you have eaten when we meet? So the action here, or the actions rather, are not yet done. It will be completed some point in the future. So that is the future perfect tense of the verb. And the structure is, you have to use will have plus the past participle of the verb. Like for example, will have played, will have left, will have taken. So taken here is the past participle of the verb took, or rather take. So take, took, taken. And will you have eaten? So will have eaten. So eaten is the past participle of the verb eat. Alright? Okay. And that's all for today, grade 8. So be ready for our live discussion next Wednesday. So again, this is Teacher Mitch saying, don't stop exploring and keep on learning. So bye everyone. Have a nice day.